I'm Gina Mizell here with Letourneau. It is Tuesday, and Oregon State has just wrapped up its second practice of the week, getting ready to face Stanford on the road in Palo Alto on Saturday afternoon. And we could kind of maybe call this the replacement week. We've talked to a lot of guys who are now filling in key spots because of injuries. You look at a guy like Jordan Villeman at receiver, Dustin Stanton along the offensive line, Jacob Wark at tight end. Those are probably the big ones. But you've talked to some of those guys. Maybe start with the offensive line. Dustin Stanton finally getting his chance to start at right tackle.
Yeah, I talked to Dustin Stanton for a bit today, and he's obviously really excited. We talked at length about how crazy of a past 6 months it's been for that guy. He comes in spring training, moves from tight end to O-line, then goes between right and left tackle back and forth, and looked like he was going to be the starter much of fall camp, and now he is the starter because Gavin Andrews went down with the hairline fracture against Utah, and so Stanton's the guy, and he feels ready. He's excited. He's added the necessary weight. He felt like he held his own against Utah, so he feels ready.
Yeah, tight end again, obviously a key position in the Beavers offense, and Kellen Klute is going to be out for about a month with a knee injury, and Jacob Wark was actually out here well past practice working on his blocking and everything, and for a guy that's local, again, he's kind of getting his big chance as a postgraduate transfer going back to the Bay Area. He's a former Cal player.
Right, and he as you saw, he was going over pass sets for a good 20 minutes after practice, and that's really what I think Oregon State loses in Kellen Klute. Klute's not a guy who has a bunch of highlight caliber plays, but it's a guy that goes in there, does the dirty work, is a really great blocker, probably their best blocking tight end. So Wark really feels the need to help replace what Klute brought the offense in that respect. He's also really excited to hopefully catch a ball during a game. He said he hasn't caught a ball since Cal played Stanford last year. So he's excited. He said that even though he hasn't played a lot, he appreciates being in his home state. He likes what Oregon State's about. He likes the way they appreciate the tight end. So it's been good for him.
Yeah, and then, of course, we did a big story on Jordan Villeman, obviously stepping in for Richard Mullaney, who's likely out for the season with an elbow injury. Had 2 big touchdowns against Utah, and is now that's his job. But you also spoke to Malik Gilmore, who now is the backup at both split end and slot back. And so this kind of seems to be that if he's going to get on the field this year, this would be the opportunity because he's backing up 2 positions. Is he potentially a guy that could fill in and get some snaps on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. He's another big body. I think he fits in nicely at split end. He was at split end a lot earlier in his career, moved to slot back for depth issues. But, he appreciates the opportunity. He said he would never wish an injury on anyone, but he was very candid that he has been frustrated at times this year because he came in with a decent amount of fanfare. A lot of people had big expectations for him, and he's barely really played since Hunter Jarman emerged at slot back. So he appreciates the opportunity, and he's hoping to make the most of it.
Yeah, of course, this Oregon State offense has sputtered, especially in the passing game at times this season, and they're going to face one of the best defenses in the entire country, not just in the Pac-12, in Stanford on Saturday afternoon. So we will be here for the rest of the week, and of course in Palo Alto on Saturday. For Letourneau, I'm Gina Mizell. Keep it on OregonLive.com and in the Oregonian every day.